really matters a lot. If you look at this, there's a basic mark of the ball, which is actually showing us what will the carry be from the commentary box end. So nice carry, so that means it will come out the top very nicely. And if you just walk down through with Warren, our lensman is doing a very fair job on looking at the surface. If you look at that end, running from the Dargah end actually is a very, very fair speed for all the bowlers. And you've seen every team who wants to goal first, rather whether they win the toss or not, they will start from the Dargah end always, because that end has given a lot of wickets. Let's see, it's a very mixed feelings as of now. We will have to leave it to the captains to see what they will decide. Nitish is there, and also Special Eagles, Shidal Kumar, very good bowler himself as well. And also, we have our person cricketer. Rahim will also need Saab, Saeed Rahim will also need Saab to be there to flip the coin. And I will have Shidal calling the toss as well. So, heads of the call. And heads of the house. Special Eagles. On the toss. First throw. ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಓಡೋದು ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಟಾಸ್ ಗೆದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಏನೋ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಓಕೆ otherwise it's apart from the track we look at because it's a more afternoon start ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಲೋ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಪಿಚ್ಚು ಬಾಲ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಗ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಕೂಡ very good thought. Any changes because ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಗೆಲ್ಲೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕೀಗ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಈವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಟೀಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ 11 what are the changes that's there today one change ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಮಾರುತಿನ್ನು ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಔಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ okay so Martha is in to strengthen the batting or how is it ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತು ಫೀಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು lovely all the way back on a good game Sheetal it is sorry we did not have much time to discuss with the team of what to do but actually ಏನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು ನೀವು what you had that actually ನಾವು ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಟೀಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚಸಿಂದ ಬೌಲಿಂಗೇ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಬಿಗ್ చేసుకొని ಅಂತ ಇದ್ವಿ ಅನ್ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಟಾಸು ಸೊ ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಬೌಲಿಂಗಲ್ಲೂ ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ರು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸೊ ಲವ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಎನಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇವಾಗ ಇದು ಸೈಡ್ 3 changes ಇವೆ ಮಾಧವ್ ಬಜಾಜ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸೊ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಸತೀಶ್ ರಾಘವ್ ಇದೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಜೀಶನ್ ಬದಲು ಆಸಿಫ್ ಕೂಡ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ನಂದೀಶ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಕ್ಷಯ್ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ Oh, lovely. 3 changes for each overs all the way best. May the best team win. And also if they win, they will go on top of the points table as well. So the news from the center, there is the Station Eagles and won the toss and they will be batting first. And this Arsenal game. And taking it on a lot of batting and also a lot of bowling as well. I'll catch up with one man who has a lot and lot of variety and lot of talent in him. Tippa Reddy. He calls himself Tippa Vijay Reddy. For the reasons to know, watch it for yourself.
Welcome to another section where we have the spin wizard. And in Telugu, actually Tippara means turn the ball, or rather turn everything, not just the ball, but Tippa Reddy, the real turner of the ball, is with me. Tippa, namaskara maga, welcome to this exclusive chat. But ಹೆಂಗೋ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಈ ಹೆಸರು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀನು ಸ್ಪಿನ್ನರ್ ಆಗ್ತೀಯಾ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿನ್ನ ಮನೇಲಿ ಹೆಸರು ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರಾ?
ಹಂಗೇನಿಲ್ಲ, ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ಮನ್ ಇದ್ದೆ ನಾನು, ಸ್ಪಿನ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ಮನ್ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ 1-2 ಓವರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೋತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಇವಾಗ ಸಂತ್ರಾಶ್ವಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕರ್ಸ್ಗೆ? ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಓಪನರ್. ಬಟ್ ಏನು ತಿಪ್ಪಾಗೆ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ? ಏನು ದೇವ್ರ ಹೆಸರಾ, ಮನೇಲಿ ಮನೆ ಹೆಸರಾ, ಏನು? ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಅದು ಅಂತ, ಬಟ್ ತಿಪ್ಪ ಏನು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನು?
ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ತಾತನ ಹೆಸರು. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೊದಲು ನಮ್ಮ ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇದು ಹೆಸರು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಸರ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು.
ವೆರಿ
ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ನಮ್ಮ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ತಾತನ ಹೆಸರು.
ಓ ಲವ್ಲಿ ಲವ್ಲಿ
ಲಕ್ಕಿ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಲಕ್ಕಿ, ಅದು ನೀವು ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಾತ ಅಷ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಆ ಹೆಸರು ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನೀನು ಆ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಮುಂದೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ. ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನೀನು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಾವ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಂಗನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಕಾಲೇಜು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ?
ಸರ್ ನಾನು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು 8 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ರಾಯಚೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಸ್ಟೇಡಿಯಂ ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತು. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪನೇ ಕೋಚು, ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪನೇ ಕೋಚ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಇವಾಗ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಆಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇವಾಗ, ಲೈಕ್ ಮನೋಜ್ ಅಣ್ಣ, ವಿದ್ಯಾಧರ್ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಬ್ಬೇ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಮೊದಲು ಬಂದು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಿಂದಿರ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಹೆಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬಂದು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಏನು ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಗೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಆಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಅಂಡರ್ ನಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅವಾಗ
ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಹುಡುಗ ಅಂತ.
ನಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಬರ್ತಾ ನಾನು ಲೈಕ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು DDP ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಆಡಿದೆ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಣ್ಣ ಇದ್ದ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಣ್ಣ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ, ನನಗಿಂತ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ.
ಏನು ಹೆಸರು?
ವಿಜಯ್ ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅಂತ.
ಓಕೆ.
ನಮ್ಮಣ್ಣ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ನಮ್ಮಣ್ಣ ಆಡೋದು ನೋಡಿ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಣ್ಣನ ಥರ ಆಡಬೇಕು, ಮುಂದೆ ನಮ್ಮಣ್ಣ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ 14 ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ 16 ಪ್ರೊಬಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ. ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಣ್ಣನ ಜೊತೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಣ್ಣಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅಂತ ಇದು ಬಂತು. ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ 7th 8th ತನಕ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಟಾಪಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಯಿತು.
ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ
ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಯಿತು, ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಣ್ಣನಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟ.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್.
ನಮ್ಮ ಅಣ್ಣಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಇತ್ತು ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ.
ಸೂಪರ್. ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಣ್ಣ?
2 years ಆಯ್ತು ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡವರು.
ಸಾರಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ನೀನು ಮುಂದೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಇನ್ನೇನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅದು
ಆಡೋದು ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಣ್ಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ
ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇಫ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್, ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಇದಾಗುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ, ಬಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ನನಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಥಾಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನನಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅನ್ಸಿದ್ದು, ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನನಗೊಂದು ಆಸೆ. ನಿನ್ನ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಇನ್ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಯಾವಾಗಲಾದರೂ, ಅಂದರೆ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಎನಿವೇರ್, ಈಗ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಇವಾಗ ತುಂಬ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ, ವಿಜಯ್ ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅಂತ ಇಡ್ಬೋದಾ ನಿನ್ನ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ?
ಇಡ್ಬೋದು.
ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಅಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ? ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೀನು ನಿನ್ನ ಅಣ್ಣನ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆಗೂ ಇದು ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಖುಷಿ ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ವಿಷಯ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವಿಜಯ್ ರೆಡ್ಡಿ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೌಂಡ್ಸ್. ನಾನು ಕಾಮೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಕರೀಲ್ಲ ನೀನು?
ಕರೀರಿ ಸರ್.
ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದನೇ ಶುರು ಆಗಲಿ, KBN ಚಾಂಪಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರೋಫಿ ಇಂದನೇ ಶುರು ಆಗಲಿ. ರಿಯಲಿ ವೆಲ್ ಸ್ಪೋಕನ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಏನು ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಹೆಸರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ?
ಸಿಟಿ 11 ಅಂತ ಸರ್, ಸಿಟಿ 11 ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಚಲ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ ವಿಜಯರಾಜ, ನಿರಂಜನ್, ನಾನು ಆಗಲಿ, ವಿದ್ಯಾಧರ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಅಜಯ್ ಗೌಡ ಆಗಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ನಮ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆ ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದೇ ಟೀಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡೋದು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಮೊದಲಿಂದನೇ ಇದೆ ಕ್ಲಬ್ಬು. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಕೋಚ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರು ವಿಜಯಣ್ಣ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೋಚಸ್, ಭರತಣ್ಣ, ರವಿರಾಜ್ ಬಿಆರ್ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಕೋಚಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಬರ್ತಾ 14 ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಡಿದೆ. ಆದಮೇಲೆ 16 ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಡಿದಾಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳೋದು ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಾಹುಲ್ ಸರ್
ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ.
ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ರಾಹುಲ್ ಸರ್ ಆಫರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಲೈಕ್ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಸರ್ ಅರ್ಜುನ್ ದೇವ್ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಆಫರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್, ರೂಮ್, ಊಟ ಗೀಟ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದ್ವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಂಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ 16 2 years ಆಡಿದೆ, 14 1 year ಆಡಿದೆ, 19 1 year ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಡಿದೆ ಕೂಚ್ ಬಿಹಾರ್ 4 days ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ಕುಚ್ ಬಿಹಾರ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್.
4 days ಆಡಿದೆ ಸರ್. 1 year ಲೈಕ್ 5 matches ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3 matches ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಟೋಟಲ್ 230 runs ಹೊಡೆದೆ.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್.
ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ 100 ಹೊಡೆದೆ, ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ 70, 30 ಹಂಗೆ ಹೊಡೆದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ನೀನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಕುಚ್ ಬಿಹಾರಲ್ಲಿ?
ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಮುಂಬೈ ಮೇಲೆ
ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಡ್ ಬಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿರುಗುತ್ತೆ ಬಾಲ್.
ಮುಂಬೈ ಮೇಲೆ 22 overs ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅಂದರೆ 3 wicket ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್.
ಪಾಂಡಿಚೇರಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಮುಂಬೈ ಮೇಲೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಹಾಕೋದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಸ್ಪಿನ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರು, ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಿರೋದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಪಿನ್ನರ್ಸ್, ಇದು ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ಮನ್ನು ಇದು ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ಶಶಿ ಕಾಂಬ್ಳೆ ಇದ್ದ. ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಇವರು ಅಯ್ಯಪ್ಪ ಸರ್, ನೀನು ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್
ಸೂಪರ್. ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟಾಕ್ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್ NC ವೆರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ಲಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಫೋನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೋತೀನಿ.
ಅಯ್ಯಪ್ಪ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನೀನು ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಡ, ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಡ್ತೀಯ, ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಂದ್ರು ನನಗೆ. ಅವರು ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಇರಲಿ ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಕೋ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ NC ಅಣ್ಣ ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೈಲಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ನೀನು ಇವಾಗ ನನಗೆ. ಈಗ ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳೋ ರೀತಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಟೋನ್ ಇದೆ. If you have all watched NC Ayappa is a fabulous person to be with. He was also in a lot of reality shows and all that, but NC has his own style of telling. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ದ ಹೇಳು NC ಅಣ್ಣ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ
ಮುಂಬೈ ಮೇಲೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ದು ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟು ನಾನು ಗ್ಲೌಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ನಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಏನು ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಿಗ ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಬಾಲಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಕೋ ಅಂದ್ರು ಅವರು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದೆ ನಾನು. ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀನು ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ ಗೊತ್ತು, ಬಾಲಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಹೇಳಿದ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡು.
That is the love of NC Anna. Actually, he wouldn't have told in that phase, in that fast paced talk. Would have said like this, Tippa, ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. That's all he would have told. NC, that's the style ಅಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ. that's what he would have told. Very very lovely man to be around. ಬಟ್ ನೀನು NC ಅಣ್ಣನ ಜೊತೆ ನೀನು ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೂಪರ್. ನನಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ನೀನು ಆ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೌಲಿಂಗ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ, ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೂಪರ್ ತಿಪ್ಪ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನಿನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳು. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀಯ, ಒಂಚೂರು ಅಷ್ಟು ಓಪನ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ನೀನು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಎರಡನೇ ಸರಿ ಇವನ್ನ ಕರೆದು ಕೂರಿಸಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಎರಡನೇ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟೂರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್, ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಒಂದನೇ ಸರಿ ಓಡೋಗಿದ್ದ, ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಕೈಲಿ. ಒಂಥರ ಏನಿಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಒಂಥರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್
ಅಂದರೆ ಸೋಬರ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಒಂದು 3-4 ಡೇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್
ಹಿಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ.
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್, ಸೈ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊರಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫುಲ್ ಮಿಂಗಲ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು 3-4 ಡೇಸ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಹಂಗಷ್ಟೇ ಸರ್.
ಸೂಪರ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಬಟ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿದೆ. ಸೂಪರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ತುಂಬ ಲವ್ಲಿ ತಿಪ್ಪ. ನೀನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಿನ್ನ ಮಾತಿಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನೀನು ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ಸಿಕ್ಸಸ್ ಹೊಡೆಯೋದೇ ತುಂಬ ಜೋರಾಗಿದೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂಚೂರು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಕಲಿ. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂಗಳು, ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ ನಿನಗೆ, ನೀನು ಮಾಡೋ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ಆಯಿತಾ? ಆಲ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಡೋ. ಸೂಪರ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ವೆಲ್ ಡನ್. ಎರಡನೇ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ನ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಫಾರ್ Sangtrashwadi ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕರ್ಸ್. ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕೀಪ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೋರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಚ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಬಿ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೇರ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೊ ಮಚ್. Station Eagles really get a lot when they actually bat first. So somewhere Sheetal Kumar, the captain of Station Eagles, had no problems in selecting to bat first after winning the toss. Aiwan Shahi Royals starting off with Akshay Patil. Cuts him in. Big contributions still very much due from Sharanu and Suhas. Sharanu, yes, but Suhas for a three changes in Aiwan Shahi Royals as Madhav Bajaj misses out today due to some personal commitments. Slip taken off. In the air, over the top and gone at point. First wicket. Simple dismissal. Ganesh at point. Takes an easy one. As I was saying, Suhas, he had a lot to do, but not Sharanu. There we go. And Sharanu just playing it on the rise, on the up. Not trying to keep it down. Sharanu goes for one, and Aiwan Shahi Royals strike in the first over. The idea was right to go over the infield, but just found the man at point. Center. Spraying down the leg side on that occasion, Akshay Patil. Not a right start for Karthik, who's just walked in. Karthik Nayak. Mohammad Wahaj Ali says the most dangerous teams until now in the season 5 is Aiwan Shahi Royals and Sangtrashwadi Strikers. The all-round good combination. Picked up, short ball, and it got the treatment over that square leg fielder. So, first over had everything. Boundary, wicket, and Station Eagles are up and away. 7 for 1. Ajay Gowda comes in with a slip in the air, but just short of covers. Oh, almost identical of how Sharanu went. Ball actually stopping on and coming. From the commentary box end, you saw that little bit of a carry. But the Dargah end, once again, as I said in the pitch report, favourite end for the bowling side. Oh, cuts him into half. Adarsh Prajwal takes a very, very acrobatic take behind the stumps. That ball came back in. See, as I said, there is a bit of carry from the commentary box end, no doubt. Look at where the ball leaves the batter. Just over the stumps. And look at that travel of the pitch movement. The ball keeps travelling, and Adarsh Prajwal does really well. Big shot. Adarsh thinks there's an edge. Yes, there is. Another dismissal. Right. Very soft and simple one. Gone. Suhas. This is beginning to be a cakewalk for the opening bowlers of Aiwan Shahi Royals. Station Eagles have lost their second. Both openers gone. Again, back of the length. The foot not going to the pitch of the ball. Just trying a stand and deliver shot. Manages only an edge. And the bowler is having an edge over the batsman here. As Matthew Willie comes in and just looks at the track. Harish JK flicks off the pads. It's running away towards that backward of square. Boundary. That's it. As easy as it can get. Batting is not at all tough on this track. That's a first ball Harish JK was facing. And he just clips it from his pads. Beautiful stroke. Just behind square. Look at that. Plays it very late. Lot of wrist work. And behind backward of square. Easy runs. Second boundary only. This in the Station Eagles. Batting as of now. Chops, but luckily doesn't drag it on. After 2 overs, 11 for 2, another successful over from Ajay Gowda. The Station Eagles just need to stick on. Anywhere lesser than 150 will be a very, very easy total for the strong Aiwan Shahi Royals batting lineup. Adarsh Prajwal, Matthew de Villiers top of the order, then Akshay Patil, then of course Satish Rathod, Lakshmikant Suryavanshi. Big hitters. Siddharth Navle, yeah. He's also in to strengthen that batting lineup as well. Right now, Akshay Patil from the bowler favorite Dargah end. It generally tends to happen, isn't it? When in the middle of a big league like this, you just figure out a lot of things. Team combinations and also which is the proper end to probably keep on that attack coming in. Sometimes nice in the comment section to the question and answers. Just have an answer within that. So it's been a very good day for some runs from Rosa Stars. Last 5 overs, scoring somewhere close to 76 runs. It's the biggest that any team has scored. It's obviously that was played on the track, which is on the left of the screen as of now. Yeah, there you go, on to your left. That was a track that was being played on. This again is a very fresh track. No 2 matches, no consecutive games get played on the same track. I've been a part of a lot of leagues that happens on one venue. This is something very rare that I've seen. Short ball once again, and a good stop, really good stop at backward of square leg. Asif Gola on that occasion, he saved a certain boundary. Slow ball, he waits for it, times it, but still straight to mid-wicket. Nice that he checked the shot before going through with it. Bowled and gone. Wow! That is the ball of the day for me. Akshay Patil. That ball came back very strongly. Again from the Dargah end, another wicket falls. 14 for 3 after 3. Look at that, how sharply that ball came back in. Nothing wrong with the batsman. I'll tell you what, that is just good bowling from Akshay Patil. Harish JK, very strong player. Just the normal routine of how a well-pitched ball has to be played. He just put his front foot out. Bat probably would have come down late. But that's a cracker. That's just blasted off the off stump of Akshay Patil behind him. Right, wonderful bowling. Yeah, generally not right for that kind of a ball to come in the afternoon game, but that's how this pitch is, favouring everybody. Good work from our lensmen all around. The straight cameras, of course, I think from the Dargah end is Varun, and from behind the bowler's arm, Imran on the other end. Both of them standing 25 feet above from the ground. I'll tell you what, with Kalburgi's heat on, it's a very breezy place to be. That's all. Apart from that, it's not much comfort out there. But still giving you such wonderful footage is what is really matters. The Kaza Banda Nawaz Champions Trophy Season 5 has also got a daily contest that runs from the School of Media Studies, KBN University. Samarth Srinivas has come in. Generally known for his bowling is Samarth. Station Eagles at the bottom of the table. Aiwan Shahi Royals, all chances to go on top. They have a very good run rate compared to Sangtrashwadi and Rauza Stars with today's victory. Have come back right on number 3. This becomes a very crucial game for the Al Badar Station Eagles, because they need to start winning from somewhere. Stepping down, pulls it away, and again gone. Finds Prashant at mid-wicket. I've always told Prashant that he looks like another celebrity, another small screen celebrity. Not a big screen one, not a big one, but he looks like a celebrity. I'll tell you who. Karthik Nayak goes now. It was a short pitch delivery, was supposed to be hit, but the Station Eagle batters have just found the fielders everywhere. And if you've seen Prashant little closer, please just tell me who he resembles. There you go. He resembles a very, very known face in the reality circuit of the Kannada industry. Excuse me. 14 for 4. Please come in with the comments as well. Whoever he resembles, same physicality, same face structure, same body language as well. A little bit of extra beard only. That's all the hint I can give. As Tashwin Lucas comes in very, very early. I think this is the first time that he is coming in inside the power play in this season. Gets the mid-wicket guard. Can Tashwin Lucas play a big innings? I'll tell you what, Tash, when Willie was there with me in the comm box, we probably were just having a fun time around your relationships as well. I'll tell you what, if Tash's people back home listening, he is an awesome man. I know he's a very loyal man as well. Superb guy to be always around. Takes everything lightly, take everything into his stride. Beautiful flick of the wrists for a single. Yeah, he was telling me how he loves his kid, the younger Tash. Ajay Gowda once again banging that ball shot in. Just playing too early, just playing too very early, the Station Eagles batters, because you saw all those 4 wickets that fell. Apart from that, a cracker of a ball from Akshay Patil, which rattled the off stump of Harish JK. Apart from that, all other 3 batters who've been out-caught have just played the shot very early. They haven't let the ball come in. The first wicket that went at point. Again, you saw the batters rushing in to play that drive. The ball not there for the drive. and also in the previous occasion, finding the man at mid-wicket. Hafiz says, Tash win. Yeah, that's a nice wordplay. They need a win. Station Eagles definitely need a win. 4 overs on the trot. They've lost all 4 wickets every over. So that means they really need to stick in together. Yeah, Willie Bhai rubs the ball onto his tummy. Come on, Willie. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's a nice way to have a six-pack. Try it out. Willie's not got a six-pack himself. He's very healthy and energetic for sure. Yeah, nice that he was rubbing onto his tummy there. It shows he's not had a lunch before the match as well. Now 4 overs, 16 for 4. The opening bowlers of Aiwan Shahi Royals have derailed the Station Eagles, I should say. Yeah, apart from using your saliva, you can definitely do everything to keep that ball in its hard shine. Using saliva completely banned. It's a very, very good call. What one thing those lockdowns and that Wuhan virus and everything is done is this to cricket. It's taken off using the saliva on the ball. Akshay Patil with 2 slips now. Adarsh gets a bad bounce. That's the confidence what Nitish has shown with Akshay Patil. I was asking him in the last presentation, why was he struggling? He said he has a little bit of a sprain in his right bowling arm. You can see his fingers all bandaged. Yeah, there you go. As he throws the ball to Akshay Patil from mid-off, he's just bandaged the wrists and that bowling hand. Gives that extra bit of a comfort for the bowler not to have the third fielder, and also with those 2 slips you can just have a deep point. Wahaj says yes, Tashwin is the man who can take the responsibility and he can showcase some of his domestic and also some international experience. He's a good man when it comes to bowling. Struck on the pads. And the angle taking away is what the indication is. Good call. And the umpire just trying to explain it out to the bowler. So very important. Because it makes everybody feel and understand what's going on over the wicket, and all Akshay Patil has done is angle the ball across the left-hander. A very, very good decision there once again. On the pads, flicked away. Runs on the onside. Willie! Yeah, there you see. Athleticism at its best. He's talking to me before the match. He says, it's getting warmer and warmer at Gulbarga. Yeah, it is. It's that different situations, different scenarios where you really want to get used to this Indian conditions, Willie. There you go. Once again, the angle was taking it away. Confirmation. Also the probably pitching down the leg side first and then taking it away. Station Eagles currently struggling at number 8. They really need that first victory. 18 for 4. And last over of power play. Gadugu Ganesh comes in. Tashwin Lucas wanted to go downtown. Last over of power play. You understand what the big man is trying to do? He's just trying to go over mid-on. Chopped on. Yeah, good question from Rahib. He asks, where is Dodda Ganesh? Nowadays was a very good bowler. I'll tell you what, Rahib, Dodda Ganesh is a very, very good well-wisher of mine. Is there, is doing well. A good stop at mid-on. He's a man with a big heart. He helps out a lot of bowling youngsters. He's been in that coaching circuit now. He's doing very well for himself, serving Indian cricket at wherever he can. He's still attached with cricket. Me and him had a nice show on another Kannada news channel, a leading Kannada news channel, I should say. He was there as an expert. The show's name was called How's That? It's a good concept. We'll probably keep bringing in more of those concepts as well. Yeah, Dodda Ganesh is always there helping cricket and young cricketers. And Barry, our graphics person, always very, very useful. He just tells that this is the 14th match of season 5. And 8 matches have been won by the teams chasing. So, morning 4 games and the afternoon games are 4. So, very, very evenly poised. You just can't think that the toss will be a factor. You just can't think your morning games will be a factor to win. Only good cricket makes you get that win. That's it. So, the data never goes wrong. The numbers never go wrong. So, imagine just the 14th game. So, that means 13 games have gone by. 8 matches have been won chasing. So, that shows how good this pitch is. If you come back and chase, that's something really good. And all of which 4 have been morning and 4 have been in the afternoon. After power play, 20 for 4. Out of those 13 games, 1 tie game also, that should also be counted. That was yesterday. That also is an afternoon game. Now, I think Prashant comes in. Prashant Wadi Nice local lad, Kannada guy, Kalburgi player. Also, I've asked you, who does he represent? Or rather, who does he resemble? There you see his face cut, his lean body. I should say very slim body, not even lean. It reminds you of someone. If you know the answers, comments off that comment section. I told him the first day I saw him. He said yes. Even been told by many people the same thing. Prashant takes the ball away from the left-hander. First time Prashant this season. Bowling. Hello, Mr. Naj. Does rarely bowl is Sangtrashwadi because Aiwan Shahi Royals have so many options. This is just the second game that he is bowling. Babu God Bidada says hi, good afternoon. Hi, Babu. ಚಿದಾನಂದ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಡ್ತೇನೆ ಆಡ್ತೇನ ಆಡ್ತೇನ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ Fuller in length again. Tash wants to go Fuller and swing on the offside. Babu Gowda Biradar asks, is Chidanand Gowda Biradar playing? Yes, he is. Station Eagles will really want to get him in. He's not playing this game though. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಚಿದಾನಂದ್ ಬಿರಾದರ್ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರ, ನಾನು ಇನ್ಯಾರು ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ? ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಓಡಿಸಿಲ್ಲ. Chidanand Biradar not playing this game for Station Eagles. 24 for 4 already, and this is a very, very slow start. Lowest power play total whole season. Dot ball after 7, 26 for 4. Lowest power play. This has been the lowest power play total, as confirmed by our scorer Nagesh. The reason why you credit out is if it's wrong, it's Nagesh to be questioned. That's it. But no, he's never wrong. Nagesh tells that this is the lowest power play total by any team in the Khaja Banda Nawaz Champions Trophy Season 5. Omar Farooq gives a very nice comment in the comment section. Once the team starts losing, they don't get the momentum to bounce back. Yeah, very true. Really very, very true. Gadagu comes back. Again, Tash has not got the bat on ball for a very long time now. Babu God brother, thank you so much for your compliments. Straight to Willie at covers. Mohammad Nasir says they have to at least reach 130 to tie Willie and others down. Looks very a big ask. But if they can get it, nothing like it. Changing the angle now for the left-hander. And edge and gone. Huge appeal. Yes, it is. You can hear it. And another wicket falls. Change of angle works for Gadugu Ganesh. There once again, the moment Samar Srinivas looked behind, just confirming that there was a nick. Another wicket goes. Ninja Reviews ask how's the pitch today. It's fabulous to bat. It's just that Station Eagles have played the ball early, played some wrong shots. Even still, even now, only that Harish JK's wicket that went cartwheeling behind the off stump from Akshay Patil that came back strongly in. But apart from that, it's all been just wrong shot selection. Now two bowlers, two real quick fast bowlers who need to put out a score for themselves to come back and bowl and defend. Mutanna Nayak comes in. If he has to do something on this wicket, at least 80 runs from here on in should be at least a playable total. Another over where a wicket falls. 27 for 5 after 8. Prashant once again beats Tashwin's bat outside off. Tashwin Lucas. Just trying to stick that bat out without a plan there. Again, straight to backward of point. Mithun for the Ninja reviews. Hi, hello Mithun. Thank you so much for your lovely and wonderful compliments. It's also for two fast bowlers to get on and put out a total on this wicket is really important. Wahaj Ali, again a very, very good, interesting one. Slow delivery, back of the hand, and Nitish takes it inches off the ground, even with that injured hand. He takes a good catch. Tashwin Lucas, another not so good a wicket-taking ball. Just loses that ball there. Tashwin Lucas goes out for a wrong shot for a ball that had to be blasted over covers. Just again, no timing. I'm talking about timing. Walid Saban has joined me in the commentary box. Good afternoon, Walid.
Good afternoon, everyone, to the listeners out there, players alike.
Yeah, and not a right start for Station Eagles, but a very good start for season 5, isn't it? The points table completely open now.
Not an easy one. Stations had a lot of pressure coming into this game. Getting points on the table was a must for them. It seems that they're low in confidence. Batting lineup hasn't fired thus far in the tournament. That makes the situation rather sticky for them at the moment.
Yeah, where you placed? Number 5. Guns Gladiators. There we go. Is that a sticky situation or a slippery one?
Quite the slippery one, I'd say, at this point in time. Need a couple of good performances in the last 3 matches. And hopefully we can come out on top and solidify our position in the top 4.
Yeah, you should. You should. Because you've got a very good side. And the reason why you've had this special double in white inside the commentary box is to just relive the tie game yesterday. You just have to relive it. Did you sleep last night?
I haven't been sleeping much, in the games that we've played thus far and leading up to the match yesterday. It's tense at the moment in the changing room among the team, players alike. Everyone wants to do well. We want, we've got the self-belief that we can do it. I think we've got a really good batting lineup that hasn't fired thus far. It's been scratchy performances, but we've managed to come out at 140 regardless. If our batting lineup fires, ideally we want to get to the 180, 190 marker, and also to catch up with that run rate of ours that seems to be a bit below par.
Sure, you should, because you saw what the Rosa Stars did today in the morning. They were just 100 when it was 15th over, and the last 5 overs, the slog overs, gave them 76 runs. That's the highest in the last 5 overs that any team has scored this season. So you need that elevation down the order, isn't it?
Down the order, yes, but I think that we need to re-strategize our batting lineup up front, so we can have the better players finishing off. We've spoken about this as a team in the last 2 days. Hence, there was a bit of a change in our lineup yesterday. We had Munir coming in at number 3, myself at number 4, so we could have Tushar and Uwais finish off the back end. The problem is that in our last matches, bar the one match where we had a bit of a batting performance, we've had the bowlers finishing off the innings. And ideally, we need batsmen to do that.
Yeah, they should, because your bowling is down there. That's fine, but you need those runs to defend. That's what you need, and you need the batters to come out and chase when they are coming in. Yeah, more job responsibility as well. And also, talking about the responsibilities, you've been doing multiple things. Again, just drifting down, Gadagu, but still the batters in that cocoon now of just saving their wicket. Doesn't put away one which was on the pads. But yeah, so you've been doing a lot of work and traveling in and out of India, trying to get the players from South Africa to here. Tell me who's the naughtiest. Tell me who comes late to the flight. Who's the naughtiest kid?
They're a good bunch of guys. It was difficult getting a good bunch together for the tournament. In the previous season that we were here, I think the only 3 players that came by for the second time, we all know Tashwin, Marco, and Jared. That left me with having to discover 5 additional players, and not only just to fill the 8, but of equal stature, so that the teams are evenly balanced. The difficulty with finding players and good players is that I must say that Indian cricket as a whole, BCCI as a whole, spoiled a lot of the players around the world at the moment, paying them loads and loads of money.
I get where you're getting to, yeah.
To play such an exciting game. That leaves me with a difficult task, especially to get the best players out of South Africa to come to this tournament simply for cricket. If I look at years back, probably to the old-fashioned cricketer and the viewer, 15 years back, people played for loyalty. People played the brand because they enjoyed cricket. Unfortunately, today, they look at the contract they have to sign before they play the game out there on the field. That being said, I'm not against cricketers being paid well. Of course, they dedicate their time, and a lot of the families have to make huge sacrifices while they go and play this beautiful game to entertain us. So they should be paid well. But
should be.
Priorities needs to remain somehow with playing the game, loving the game, and for us viewing the game to get the best.
Not really well said. And also, all the players now there, even if in South Africa listening, if you've not got in touch with Walid Saban, come out there, and he's always ready to make you play at this highest level. Stuck on the pass, but going down. And also, just tell me something about Michael Lobser. He's been asked by many people in the comment section of where is that one big hitting man after 10, 34 for 6, as we'll slip into a short drinks break, and we will keep talking to Walid on this line. Where is Michael?
There's some mixed emotions for the players out there asking some questions. Michael has moved to the United Kingdom. He's no longer resident in South Africa.
Whoa, okay.
His fiance, I believe, that was here in the previous season. She's a citizen from the UK. I think he joined her and left South Africa, and he's now resident there. And so, a bit difficult to get him to come to India in light of that. He's a family man, I believe, at this point, and
Even you are. Walid,
it's
yeah, your wife is listening. Be careful.
yeah, it's not that easy to convince the women in our lives to give us a month off.
Got to not see them in a month.
Yeah, indeed. So on that note, what a great, fantastic player he was. He entertained the crowd, he entertained viewers from around the world watching. He intimidated a lot of the players out there. He was known as a good, hard-hitting cricketer back home, especially a lover of spin bowling. And look, these wickets suit batsmen like him a lot more. In South Africa, not to tone it down, it's a bit more challenging with the quicker bowlers. And batting and hitting those kind of runs on South African wickets are far and few in between. Had a chat yesterday with Ali Bhai about the wickets and the wickets back home in South Africa and difference between the two. I was curious and fascinated seeing them wetting the pitch after the match.
Every day in and day out that happens.
Back home, when we prepare a wicket for a match, we need at least 2.5 clear days. Watering a wicket on a Wednesday evening for preparation on a Saturday game. If we wet the wicket on a Thursday or Friday, we'll come Saturday morning, you'll find the wicket being wet, sometimes completely moist and unplayable. Just shows you the humidity, the factor, the weather, and the role that it plays in cricket. It's a lot more than what the common viewer might perceive.
Now look at that strip. It's a very good shot as we speak. It's some 5-6 wickets that you can play on. More, I think even 6 wickets. It can be easily played on that strip. Very good camera angle as well as we speak to talk about the pitches and just understand how much of a work that goes in with the hot and humid conditions here in India. Well, from the comments, I mean, this is not from the top of my mind. I'll tell you what, I will bail you out with the issue or anything if you have something to do with the contract of the players or anything, because I'm also in love with this game. Played this for many years, and I say yes, the financial part is important, but if you really put it on a balance, you just need to, as you say, you just need to give the love for the game more, give the weightage the more. So let me bail you out in that. Should I?
Yeah. It's a very complex.
No, it's not. I'll tell you. It's very easy. Because in the comment section when we were having a good discussion on, people asked me, why only South African cricketers are here? Why not other countries? So that gets to me. Short ball pulled away. And a lot of work at deep mid wicket. Does well, single-handed. Right, so it's coming back to that. Then I say, yes, why not? Because a lot of upcoming cricketing talent in mushrooming cricket association across the nation, like Canada, Nepal, Singapore, Malaysia, right? There's so much cricket that's trying to come up into the bigger competition, right? So Walid needs to have good visas for all the South Asian countries. Canada, you can get a Canada on arrival, I'm sure.
Yeah. Look, the cricketing world has become small. Reaching out to players from around the world has become relatively easy. Again, as I said previously, it seems to be that money is always the bottom line. Any player can be bought these days. That's, without offending anyone per se. But the reality is exactly that.
Yeah.
The tournament itself and why it's predominantly composed of South African players is that, looking at where we are today, it's easy in hindsight, to say, let's add on some more flavor to the tournament and let's allow these neighboring countries to send cricketers bordering India to develop their cricketing ability and their skill.
Absolutely, and also in the development of the skill and bordering the nation, the ball has crossed the boundary after 53 deliveries. Yeah, that's a very serious start by Station Eagles. after 53 balls. There's a boundary coming in. Yeah, Walid, go on.
In light of that, I probably just to remind the viewers and everyone alike, the tournament started out purely as a passion. Ali Baba is a cricket lover, and I mentioned in our interview once, if I could call it that.
Yes, you can. The toss at the toss, yes.
That we pretty much started this from nothing. I ended up incidentally in India at the time, and my wife had been pregnant, and we couldn't fly back home, and she gave birth in India. With that having happened, I got stuck in India for a couple of months. Ali and I became close in that time, and we both cricket lovers. From time to time in the evening, we would just pack a cricket bag and come off to the nets and get a few of the players around to bowl at us. And chai is an Indian must in between.
Absolutely.
And when we had those lucid intervals having chai, we just started to talk about cricket and possibly getting the ground up and running for a match. We gathered a couple of local players, and before you knew it, we played 50 over cricket.
Oh, yes. Before, back there, yes.
And MSB was the sole financial backing, which is Ali Baba's company behind it. And we got us some uniforms, some players, and we just played to enjoy ourselves. And ultimately, I believe he did that for me. In an Indian context, a brother-in-law is always carried on the shoulders. And although I prefer not to be carried like that, he kind of did all that for me. And in a way, it was for the love of the game. We find ourselves now in a fantastic setting with an absolutely amazing ground here in Gulbarga. As many have said in the post-match presentations and alike, that it's no less than what you would find on an international level. That is the case. But the fact that I am from South Africa and the loyalty and the brotherhood that Ali and I have shared, the players have come from South Africa as a means merely to reflect the South African presence in the tournament.
So something to do integrally with representing South Africa. And that is what we really are getting to as Lakshmi Khan comes in 43 for 6 after 11. But again, that should not stop you from bringing in players from other countries, isn't it?
In fact, that being said, and the fact that we're finding ourselves in a position where we are, which is great for the game, in the future seasons to come. Absolutely so. Players, in fact, there's no discrimination. There's really been no reason other than the fact that I'm in the family as a whole and part of the tournament, and we initially started this out together. So they are a representation merely of me and my presence. It has nothing to do with the players, really. But now that we find ourselves in this position where the tournament is just taking off year in and year out, there is room for a foundation.
No, see, what happens is because even me coming from that playing culture, playing background, player as a blood that runs in me as well. See, what happens when you say somebody that this is the 6th season, the next edition that's going to come is the Kaja Banda Nawaz 2024 will be a 6th season. You will actually go back, see some of the footages, see how the production was, see what did Ali Baba put out in the previous edition. Then try and think, where can you talk about the commercials? That's a good shot. That's a very commercially filled shot, I should say. After a long time, again, a boundary reaches that deep mid-wicket position. So, yeah, as a player, you start to think, how much should I charge? How much would be on my contract? And I'll see. It's good. That's how everybody grows. But again, just coming off from that, it's a good point to have a discussion because everybody gets to know how tough it is. It's not just, it's just, asking players to come on and say, okay, come in, we are flying to India, hot sun. Yeah, you'll get some color. Come over here and you get burnt yourself. Yeah, in the sun. It's not easy at all. It puts in so much of effort, and everybody else needs to understand that we are doing this for the upliftment of the game and upliftment of this tournament. So somewhere looking at other players from other regions, what I'm trying to hint at is not taking anything away from South Africa, not taking anything at all, because people like Tash, Philly, Abdullah, and you yourself, of course, Willie, they've been awesome to talk to. And Aaron, mine, he's from Ireland. Jared, they're all good friends. See, I remember everybody with the fingertips on. So nothing taking away from them. But just when they tell something to you that if it's not viable to you, valid equals viable. So if it's not viable to you, just say that. Listen, I have some talents coming in from Canada. I have some talents coming in from Nepal.
On just to take a step back on that note, the tournament as it is, at least I know the intent behind it with Ali Baba and our father Abaji, as he's known to us, is to really benefit cricketers. Firstly from Gulbarga.
Absolutely. That's the base.
Yeah.
That's the base. Yes.
And ideally in future, we would like to see players from Gulbarga playing for India and representing India in the tournaments to come in future. And I think that there is a really it's the core. It's at the core of this entire tournament.
The thought behind starting this tournament is that.
Absolutely. And as a family, I know that they always like to keep people together. And bar the cricket under the banner of KBN, they've got a number of societies in which they do good for a lot of the community out in Gulbarga.
That's up in the air. Will he buy? Will he get another wicket? Yes, he will. And bowling round the stumps again. Just firing it outside the off stump. Once again, a nothing shot from another Station Eagles batter. Is trying to force things. It was not there. Should have just gone over that inner circle. Muthanna Nayak just goes out for 13. And Willie strikes. He's there to grab his orange cap back from Abul today. But he says, let me also get my wickets column going. Good catch by Ajay Gowda as well. Yes, Walid. Yeah, there you go. Your lad Willie breaks you.
Willie Bhai, as he's known to the viewers, the players alike, and everyone else. He seems to have found a place in Gulbarga and in the hearts of the viewers and his team.
Yeah, he also found a place next to me in the commentary box. He chucked along 20 overs. I didn't believe that. Yeah, I just thought Willie will just stick around for 4 or 5 overs. Then he'll say, "Oh, Naveen, listen, I'm just getting little, tired on the throat talking." But he chucked along for 20 overs, and Abdullah played well in that game. And Abdullah was in the lunch session that we were always together. He says, "Oh, I played really well." Willie Bhai says, "No, listen, you played well because I was there in the commentary box."
Yeah, they're a fantastic bunch of guys. They give it heart and soul on and off the field in India. Coming out to India, I always gather the guys and I give them a bit of a pep talk. But however much I can say, the way that they are welcomed by the players and everyone else makes them feel right at home. So naturally, they'll give it their all. And I'm happy to see them engaging everyone. And being settled in as soon as they get here. It's not that easy. It's a big change. It's a language barrier. There's so many differences.
Yeah, food, everything changes. The wind, weather, even the air. Is that not hit well? I'm sure it's not. Yeah, it will not carry as well. Yeah, it was just a top edge. But yeah, just again going back to that core thought of Khaja Banda Nawaz Champions Trophy as 50 is on the board after a very, very sedate start. So yes, Kalburgi boys, Kalburgi players. Yes, that's a good core behind. But what I'm trying to tell you is, what's the next level of KBN? That's what I was hinting at.
It's look, there's plenty.
But is there room? I'm just saying, is there room for the other country players?
And this brings me back to the point I've made. The fact that it's so easy. I mean, if you look at the IPL tournaments around the world. You can have 2 or 3, even up to 4 foreign players in a team, but that would deprive the local players from an opportunity. And the idea is to give them as much growth opportunities in this tournament. And so the inclusion of more foreign players, I don't think the focus on them and the point of the tournament is to be directed at them, but ideally at promoting local talent and getting them to play with a foreigner, purely to to introduce them to the type of cricket that they might be playing onward in future. These days, cricket is being played all over the world. Players are being played in the Big Bash in India, in the West Indies. So this is merely an introduction on a local level, but on a high scale and on a big platform to engage with a foreign player, to see how they go about their game and to exchange. But ideally, the exchange is more focused on local talent in India than it has been on the South African players that are here.
Fab. Really good thought. I'll not dig you up more on that, Walid. No, I was just trying to see if you face any difficulty in getting a player contracted. That could have been a road, but yeah, you say no. There are many other players, even from South Africa as well, who can come in.
Ideally, as the tournament progresses going forward in future, and the talent starts showing, because in the end, cricket is about 11 players that are out in the field. If I were to add in 2 additional foreign players that are playing on a level beyond what we've currently been able to farm and manufacture out of the local talent, it would defeat the purpose of the point is to gradually grow cricket in India and in Gulbarga to such a level where players of a better quality can be introduced with their gradual growth. So as we develop them, we for sure in future might add 1 or 2 other foreign players as the competition gets better, the cricket gets better. I have no doubt that Ali Bhai will add perhaps a foreign player, either a bowler and a batsman, and not just a batsman per se.
Absolutely.
And that would leave us to choose players from around the world. The mandate to me in selecting South African players hasn't been a closed one.
Okay.
As you've mentioned, Jared, currently not resident in South Africa. He's in Ireland and resident there. Gillespie is from the United Kingdom. Abdullah Bayomi is Egyptian.
Oh yes, his dad is. Mr. Syed Bayomi is from Egypt. Yes.
So Ali and I, we've discussed this not only now, but 2 or 3 seasons back. We talk often. We chat in between the tournament about how to improve it. Perhaps adding 2 foreign players to each team. But I think he knows best in terms of assessing when the right time would be for that to happen. His focus right now is on the local talent. Difficult as it is when you have a South African perhaps getting man of the match. The idea is not that I don't want him to get man of the match, but ideally we want to see the cricketers here from Gulbarga taking those
take that inspiration from them, take that learning inspiration, right?
Indeed, that's exactly what the tournament's about. Going back to the players from South Africa, at the moment they are all here, they are not being paid. They've come purely for the love of the game. There are no contracts. Most of them are just friends of mine.
Wow, that's something new that I didn't know about.
I've got a deep cricketing relationship with players from club level all the way to AB de Villiers, Jacques Callis, and all the Protea players. Myself back home, I've been involved in cricket and playing the game for the past 20 years. And I've built relationships with people in the cricketing world back home. Bringing them to India, a lot of it hinges on my relationships that I've had with the players back home, and hopefully in future,
All right, that's a big shot. That's come out of Mohsin's bat. That's Willie Bhai, who's taking a bit of a beating down at Cow's Corner. It's just a ball that was dragged down, I believe. And you got that elevation. Yeah, there you go. Just clearing that front leg. Get that elevation right, and over mid-wicket she goes. For another 6. And this is lovely to know, Walid, that it goes again, but there is chance. Is it a long on? No. Right, so it's nice to know that none of these players are on contract. They're purely here for the love of the game.
Absolutely so. I have personal relationships with a lot of them back home, and I've brought them to India purely for the sake of cricket, and they've come for the sake of cricket. Um, and bar that, and mind you, playing cricket in India is a dream for a lot of cricketers around the world. We know India has taken the lead as much as the home of cricket is in the UK, but we believe that, and I don't quote me on it, that home has changed to India.
Absolutely. At least now the Station Eagles' fortunes don't change. Willie Bhai strikes. He takes that revenge for the sixer that was being hit by Mohsin. Once again, same line. Probably bowled a little slower through the air. Probably gave it a little more flight than the one that went for a six. And still bowled wider off the off stump. And did not get that free swing of the blade. Mohsin at this time. Yeah, of course, India has now become what? I think the mother of cricket. At least not the birthplace of cricket.
Indeed. So for a player coming from South Africa to India, just to gather the experience and play in India and in Indian conditions, it's something they go back with, that's priceless. Matthew, as you've mentioned, although he's bowling today and seems to be bowling really well.
Yeah, that's because you're in the commentary box.
He's one of our future talents. Indeed, pre coming to India, he just came from the UK, had a fantastic tour to England. I think in about 8 or 9 matches there, he scored 500s. And back home in South Africa, equally, he does fairly well in the division that he's playing in. So for a guy like Matthew coming out to India, and this is his first time in India, this is something which will remain unforgettable to him. And the reason why I've also given him the invite is that I have no doubt that he'll go on to play better cricket and hopefully represent South Africa. And, having had him part of the KBN Champions Trophy, and should he become a South African Protea one day, it goes a long way to talking about cricket in this part of the world, back home, and to players around the world. So ideally capturing someone like Matthew before he becomes the next AB, is also part of my criteria in choosing the players back home. Ideally, we want younger players to come out to India.
He set a benchmark for you, isn't it? Yeah.
Indeed. And I try to vary the players between bowlers, spinners, out-and-out batsmen, so that, it's very difficult to find 8 players that are exactly the same. And then, again, and to do so without a budget per se, makes it even trickier. Because players in the cricketing world are being spoilt at a young age, and being paid to play cricket rather than just playing the game. I still come from the old school where, playing this game, is all I want to do. If I could hang up my boots and not work and be at the cricket field all day long, it's something I would do.
That's a big dream you're wishing for. But also, let me ask you the other way around. Right? We spoke about very intensively of promoting this local Kalburgi talent, where the other South African players come in and have a feel of the Indian culture and everything. Just talking about that, a little bit of a reverse on that as well, where Lakshmikant once again finished his third, only 13, just a 1-run over, 69 for 8. And Station Eagles are somewhere caught in the middle between the platform and the bogie of the train. Right, still, do you want to pick up, again, I understand it was very early days to start talking about this, 5th season only. But the first day that I met Ali Baba and then saw the setup and then saw this wonderful production that's also been put out, I just told him, one day, or rather one season, we need to take Khaja Banda Nawaz Champions Trophy to South Africa back there, and take all these players down there to play a tournament. How about
that? Absolutely so. I've been making that proposal.
Yeah, he's lovely.
To Ali in the past few days. Even if it is just a 10-day tour, and not on the scale and magnitude of the KBN year. And perhaps we could another wicket.
Oh my God! How is this happening? Always we have seen one Protea on the mic, one Protea on the field as well. And this is again repeating. It's kind of a deja vu for me. As Willie has picked up his third wicket. What are you trying to do, Willie? You're just trying to keep Walid in the commentary box unless and until you bowl, is it?
No, he's a fantastic player all around. He loves the game, just loves it. He could talk about it all day long. He could play it all day long if he could. He loves being in the thick of things with the ball or the bat. There it is on display right now. They're doing well. I think they've been doing well throughout the tournament. The opposite, of course, for Station Eagles, trying to get an edge up at least to a defendable total in the region of 100. But it seems highly unlikely at this point. It's a bit of a big ask for the bowlers at the back end.
Very big, and also the number 11 coming in. You might not want to just get bowled out. At least just play that 20 overs. Let's try and stick there. It will also do good things for you as a net run rate, because the captain Sheetal Kumar is there and his premium bowler Rai is there. But Willie, right, he wants to finish this soon. He'll come back to bat. He will take that orange cap today for sure and go back, have that cold water bath, which he loves to have, isn't it? Cold bath is his favorite. I mean, why am I stressing on that favorite? You might get that.
He loves that, but I think he loves the chai more.
No, I'll tell you what, he does not like that cold bath too much. He's trying to pull it on to Willie. Yeah, just going back to that thought of having that conversation with Ali Baba. See, I'll tell you what, just pick up the best lot. What am I trying to put out here is, let me be very clear to you and to everybody watching, that this league should become a feeder league for the tournament that's going to happen in South Africa. Like, say, for example, the best of the lot here gets picked to, say, one or two teams, probably two teams divided, and there you go out there in South Africa and play two more teams from there locally, like the board of Presidents 11 that we always have when the touring country comes in to play. So the Khaja Bandha Nawaz Champions Trophy Kalburgi here becomes a feeder league for another team for all these players to play. Because the reason why I'm saying that is, see, I'll tell you what, for people like say Harshvardhan, people like say Tipa Reddy, you know, people like Abul, you know, people like even Manoj Sutar and Avinash, for that matter, from Sangtrashwadi. So everybody needs something, and even Imran, for that matter, from Rauza Stars, and everybody in the Rauza Stars team, your team. What after this, isn't it? Like, say, going and playing to India as a country becomes a biggest dream for them. But what after this? You've done well in this Khaja Bandha Nawaz Trophy here in Kalburgi, get selected, go out there as a team in South Africa, which will play a league of, say, at least 4 teams. As you said, 10 days, 4 teams should be a good place to start off. So what happens is, these teams, the players leave here as they have been bundled out for 70 on that run out. That should have been the last thing on the cards to get out. The batters have been playing horrifically wrong shots, and Raiz says, what have you done, captain? You've been bundled out at 70. So you get what I'm trying to say, right? You know, when these players go out there to play in South Africa, these places become a little empty, so that the other new blood can come into the Khaja Bandha Nawaz Gulbarga as a feeder league.
Yeah, look, I think that the intent behind the Mystics, the Gulbarga Mystics, is exactly that. I think that they are farming players from this tournament to play in those bigger tournaments. If you know, and I understand from the Mystics onward to possibly play in the IPL in India. I believe that the gap and the bridge between that level and the IPL in India is not that big. So ideally, that's exactly the intent behind the formation of the Mystics. That I think it might have been that tournament, national IPL tournament that the Mystics are in, has been given birth to as a result of a tournament like this. Right. Then adding a dynamic on to taking the players to South Africa for the tournament and the best of them. One, it's a fantastic incentive
Absolutely.
For them to do well. And as you've mentioned, I've gotten to know the players myself. If one looks at the teams across the board, Avinash, as you've mentioned, Abul, Tushar plays in my team, Huwais. And mind you, these are all 21 and 22-year-old youngsters who's got a lot of cricket left in the years to come. Taking them onward to South Africa for a tournament will be amazing. Again, I touched on it earlier that the wickets in India are a lot slower and lower, and they're conducive to spin bowling. Whereas the wickets back home would be, someone like Tashun would be a threat, seaming the ball around. But the exchange, the experience that these players will get at a young age, without having to represent India, or their countries, is priceless. What Alibaba is providing for them on a level and on a platform like this. And if we were to go onward to South Africa, it's something that, it's not something that you can pick up and read about. It's something that the players will use onward in their cricketing careers.
Absolutely.
The tournament in South Africa, we spoke about it roughly. We were thinking about possibly 4 one-day matches and 3 T20s. And that could span over a period of about 10 to 12 days.
Yeah.
And choose a 15-man squad, making up of the best of the players out of this tournament. And giving them that type of experience. So you would ideally have a South African Indian tour.
Oh yeah.
And that could produce some fantastic cricket. The local viewers around, friends alike, cricketers alike, the support, and then the drive in the players to play, to be selected in that 15. If we make that a yearly event, I think we should.
Yeah, we should definitely. I think I've put a lot of thought in your head. I think, Walid, after this discussion, probably you go back to the drawing room and put out a lot of points, and then put it out to Alibaba as the innings has been wrapped up at 70. Walid, wonderful to have you in the commentary box, and we'll see you soon with the Guns Gladiators performing really well. 71. We'll slip in a short little break and come back soon. Welcome back. Station Eagles bundled out at 70. And the Aiwan Shahi Royals just need 71. And Matthew de Villiers is out here. And before just the break, we saw Walid Saban, the man behind. All these people, the players, families coming together in India. You just spoke about how much of an effort that it takes. Not easy. Definitely not easy. And to bring in people like Matthew de Villiers, Jared Wilson, Aaron Gillespie, Philip Vanguard, Tashwin. It takes a lot. And they're here. And now Mutana Nayak will just have 71 runs to defend. 70 to be precise. He'll be against Adarsh Prajwal and Matthew de Villiers. And just before the first ball, if you can look at the top batting of the tournament for the orange cap, Abul Hassan Khalid has it. Matthew de Villiers just 2 runs away. And Saurav Mathur today was 163. He played really well. 72 is highest. He was telling me in the lunch that another 30 runs for a century would have been there on top. Nevertheless, there is another day always. Saurabh could do well. So yeah, unless and until Matthew de Villiers has been out on 0, which he might not, which he should not, he will get back the orange cap. That's what I feel. Abul yesterday asked him if he's going to watch this match. He will now be definitely watching this and saying, just 71. Willie is out there to open. It's going to be a little easier. Now the umpire says play. And Mutanna Nayak starts off the proceedings. Again, good swing on offer. A little bit of air this evening. There was a little swing in the air. The ball came in. It looked like that's a full length delivery. And Adarsh Prajwal just swinging it without getting to the pitch of the ball. Good that he's already got a slip, and Station Eagle needs to attack. And forget that this is going to be a 20-over game. Good length once again. When you have nothing to lose, go all out. That should be the mindset now for the Station Eagles. The attack, get those early wickets. And who knows, Aiwan Shahi Royals might feel the pinch. They haven't yet in this tournament. Season 5, this Champions Trophy, Season 5 has been really good. The Khaja Banda Nawaz clipped off the pads. Off the mark, Willie wants a second. And I think they will get it. Yes, they will. Madam, ಆ 2 window ತೆಗಿಬೇಡಿ. ಆ 2 window ತೆಗಿಬೇಡಿ. ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮುಗಿಯೋವರೆಗೂ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಕಾಣೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Again, wrong line. I don't think so. He got a bat on it. He did, I think. Yeah, that's what the bowler is asking. The bowler thinks that it was wide, and there you go. That's a reaction. Mutanna Nayak, very, very good reaction on the decision. Look at that ball. It did not hit any pad or bat or anything. You give it as runs. Standards there. Mutanna Nayak was really unhappy. You do not want runs against you. He wants the fine leg to be more finer. Even in the morning game, just saw some decisions. It very clearly looked that it did not hit anything on the way. Either the pad nor the bat, nothing. It was given runs off the bat. And visibly so, rightly so, Mutanna Nayak very unhappy. Seven for one, and Willie needs to wait. Willie still stays on 0. I was just waiting for him to get 2-3 runs on that over. Willie still not got the orange cap. After 2 overs, 10 for no loss. Yeah, Muhammad Wahaj Ali says 3 runs needed for Matthew, but does not get it. Muthana Nayak comes in. Commentary box end, where it is more of a purchase for the batters than the bowlers. And the batsmen have been really comfortable from that end, because just got that extra bit of a carry. It's just got that extra bit of a pace where the batters can go through with the shot. Yeah, there you see. Hits Adarsh's bat on top of the bat maker's name. So that shows there is a bit of carry even now. But when you go to the other end, wonder what happens to the bowlers. They just get it always right. Entertainment on that line says Willie Bhai and some 10 hearts in red. Still, Willie struggled to get a single from that end. I hope he gets off the mark. Clipped away. Now it's clearly off the bat. Muthana Nayak will agree now that this is a boundary. Yeah. Nicely guided. Adarsh Prajwal played the ball very, very late. As late as possible, keeping it fine towards that fine leg. Even if there was a short fine, he would have missed it. And there you go, how fine it went. There was a fine leg. And there was more squarer on that position. The reason for that is because Adarsh Prajwal played the ball very late. Last minute, he just kept it down. Now, Willie will get a chance against the pacer. Wide outside off stump. We'll have to re-bowl that one. Stuck on the patch, but going down the leg side. Very clearly, just a small appeal, a small question from Muthana Nayak. Does he get off the mark? Yes, he will. So somewhere Willie is not going out with not scoring. It's been not easy for him because it's a very good line and length that's been bowled again. A shortish delivery. After 3, 17 for no loss. will not cross that mid-on fielder for Matthew de Villiers. Sheetal Kumar, the captain, taking on the responsibility himself to fight the 70. Oh my God! That was so very close. Swinging across the line. Matthew de Villiers, understand that you need 2 more runs to get the orange cap back. You can't be batting like this. Abul will be really happy watching this. Yeah, there you go. That's the class of the man on the back foot. Just puts it to deep point. Where are they? Where are they? It's going to be really interesting. Right now, finally, they have half of the orange cap. Abul has half piece. Matthew de Villiers can take a half piece because they're both at 166 in the whole tournament. What entertainers, both of them. Big entertainers. And now Sheetal Kumar will just be targeting Adarsh's midland leg. Yeah, as I said, pitches in and turns away. Good shot to play to a left arm spinner, Adarsh Prajwal. Yeah, he will be given that elevation outside the off stump to go down and sweep these deliveries. Wrong line. Should have just stuck on to the one that he bowled previously. Yeah, Willie wants something. I think he's struggling. He's just struggling. I think he needs some spray. Yeah, the magic spray comes out, a little bit of a water. After 4, 19 for no loss. What happened, Willie? It just needs the gloves. All right, just change of gloves. But why is he limping? Yeah, there you go. I thought he just got hit on the ball from the ankle, but why is he limping? All right. I think he's got hit. There'll be a big bruise. Yes, he has. Yes, he has definitely got hit. All right, he should have actually sprayed some magic spray. चलिए थोड़ी सी हिंदी कमेंट्री कर लेते हैं. एंटरटेनमेंट की गुजारिश यहाँ पे कमेंट सेक्शन में. और ये शॉर्ट बॉल आउटसाइड द ऑफ स्टंप, इसको उठा के पॉइंट के रीजन पे फिर से और एक 4 रन के लिए आदर्श प्रज्वल ने बहुत बढ़िया उमदा उपयोग अपनी कलाइयों का और वो बैकफुट पर अपनी वेट को अच्छी तरह से ट्रांसफर करते हुए बाउंड्री को अपनी टीम के लिए इधर हासिल किया है. देखिए किस तरीके से उनकी बैकफुट पर पूरा वेट का ट्रांसफर था. मुत्ताना नायक बहुत ही शानदार गेंदबाज, बहुत ही अच्छी पेस में से निकालते हैं और उस पेस को यहां पे बरकरार रखते हुए मोहसिन ने थर्ड मैन पर एक बड़ी गलती की और बाउंड्री, बैक टू बैक बाउंड्रीज इधर आदर्श प्रज्वल के लिए. फिर से 4 रन. बस यही कह रहा था कि मुत्ताना नायक बहुत अच्छी पेस में अपनी बॉलिंग करते हैं और देखिए उसी पेस को यहां पे आदर्श प्रज्वल ने पूरी तरीके से उपयोग करते हुए मोहसिन को उस गलती करने में बहकाया. ये अच्छी गेंद, थोड़ी सी बैक ऑफ द लेंथ वही चाहिए इस सारे विकेट्स पर. थोड़ी सी भी आप लेंथ में या लाइन में खास करके चूक सकते नहीं, क्योंकि जब आप लेंथ में भी थोड़ी सी चूकते हैं फिर भी एक आध बॉल बाउंड्री से जाने हुए आप बच सकते हैं. लेकिन अगर आप लाइन में अगर चूकते हैं तो ये बैट्समैन आपके ऊपर पूरी तरह से खरे उतरते हैं। वही तो हुआ जब स्टेशन ईगल्स बैटिंग करते थे। हर एक बॉल, हर एक विकेट, अगर आपने फिर से दोबारा मुड़कर देखा तो आप देखोगे कि सारे बैट्समैन, खास करके टॉप ऑर्डर बैट्समैन, सारे बॉल को थोड़ा जल्दी खेलने में लगे हुए थे। पता नहीं इतनी जल्दी क्या भी थी उनको, बॉल को आने नहीं दिया। देखिए बहुत अच्छी टाइमिंग। क्यों? क्योंकि आदर्श प्रज्वल ने बॉल को अपनी तरफ आने दिया, बॉल को चेज नहीं किया बल्कि उसको आने दिया अपनी ओर। टाइम किया सीधा रईस शेख की ओर। रईस शेख अभी तक अटैक पे अभी नहीं उतरे हैं, दिखा रहे हैं शायद अपने कैप्टन को कि चलो कैप्टन मैं तैयार हूं। शॉर्ट बॉल, इसको बैकफुट पर फिर से एक बढ़िया सा पुल डीप मिड विकेट पर और एक बाउंड्री। तीसरा चौका इस ओवर में और 5 ओवर के बाद 31 बिना विकेट खोए हुए ऐवन शाही रॉयल्स। Thank you so much, entertainment in the commentary section. The comment section really keeps me going, and I think that's the best Hindi that I can manage in the commentary lines, because see, I can speak good Hindi, but the only problem is on a live match, I really don't want to mix up my thinking abilities of the Hindi words with the thinking abilities of the cricket. So I really want to focus on the cricket, where if I'm going in either Hindi, Kannada, or even Tamil for that matter, I don't think about the language more. English, Kannada, Tamil, all three. That's okay. Entertainment, don't say sorry. Even I enjoy such challenges, because I really love taking up new challenges as a player. Myself been into a lot of challenging situations. So this is one more. Don't be sorry. That's okay. You're my friend. Off the backward, still does not find that space. Today Willie Bhai is on 2 of 10 deliveries. Is the orange cap pressure playing on him? Now comfortably gets the orange cap. Yeah, Matthew de Villiers gets the orange cap back. But I'm sure Abul will be happy for that first 10 deliveries. Because in that 10 deliveries, Willie was asked a lot of questions. Yeah, you ask me Hindi, English, even while sleeping, I can keep the storytelling on. Babu God says, have you played any of the state leagues or current state franchise? You know what, Babu? Even before we got into that arena, it was that probables of Ranji games around. We played a lot of university club cricket. That's why I keep saying that as and when we were... that's a good shot. He's got a big bat onto that. Gets it under the ball, and Sheetal Kumar is being taken to deep mid wicket by Adarsh Prajwal for a 6. Again, very full by Sheetal. He's got under the ball comfortably. Adarsh had no problems because there was no turn on offer. It was a very straightish delivery. Fetches from outside off. This time, even a better shot. I love this one than the previous one, because this was a very tougher shot to play. Result the same, the 6 over square leg. But I loved this 6 than the previous one. And there you see, once again, just trying to fetch the ball from outside off stump. Much tougher shot to play. Executed it well. This time goes on the off. Just need 25 runs to win this game. Oh my God, Entertainment says, Azharuddin Saab ki tarah hai aapki Hindi. My God, is that so nice? All right, that's a big compliment. LHS Fitness comments there, but I know what you're trying to hint at, and thanks for putting that line out, saying sorry for being harsh, but it's not easy. It's not easy for a team, as I said earlier in the first innings as well. Nobody wants to, and even I keep saying this every time, nobody wants to play to lose, but just to find that right momentum. And we've seen teams peak as and when the tournament progresses. There is protection after the power play. There is long on in place. Tashwin Lucas. Karthik Nayak has come out. He's bowled a googly. So yeah, so we've seen. Oh, that's inside out over extra cover. Matthew de Villiers now gets his first boundary. He saw the ball that was given a lot of air. He knew that it's not going to be the googly. First up, it was a proper leg spinner wrist ball, and he put it over extra. Again, goes on the onside now. They're just toying with this bowling. No turn again from Karthik Nayak. And Willie Bhai is a happy man now. So Station Eagles just need that momentum of winning. If they can start winning 1 or 2 games, they can really still come back in this tournament. Doesn't get a good hold of it. Straight to Tashwin Lucas. Black tea. Black tea, please. Black tea, बिना शक्कर के. Must take the black tea. अगर थोड़ा नींबू डालेंगे मस्त रहेगा. नहीं है तो भी चलेगा. That's a good connection. He's timed it well and it's out of here. Once again over mid wicket. Second 6. Adarsh Prajwal is quickly climbing that top batters list. After this, we will have a look at where Adarsh Prajwal is lying. Half volley, and how many times we've seen the right-hander batter just clearing the front leg and hoiking it over mid-wicket. Now shot. Again, good timing, is it? No, got out at deep. It looked that he is timed well, but he did not have so much of an energy to take it over that mid-wicket fielder. Adarsh Prajwal goes out at 48. Yeah, short ball. It was supposed to be hit, but no swivel. Again, wanted to hit in front of square. Straight to deep mid-wicket. Does not time it well. Goes for 48. Top bowler. डालना क्या डालूं बैटर अभी डाला था साले नहीं रे बाबा बैटिंग डाल हाँ क्या बोल Where is Adarsh Prajwal? All right, he's there in the list. He scored 118. I think this 48 will be added. Add 48 Adarsh Prajwal. ಆದರ್ಶ್ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ದು ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆಡ್ ಆಗ್ಲತ್ತಾನೆ 48. ಟಾಪ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ಯಾ? Ajay Gowda comes in to join Matthew de Villiers. It's a big promotion up the order. Nitish is just sent him to enjoy some batting. Oh, Matthew de Villiers swings and swings wild. And Mohammad Wahad says for Aiwan Shahi Royals, they are the best openers. Yes, they are. Adarsh and Willie. Just a hit away now. I think Willie is trying that. 8 needed. Now make that 7. Imagine if this victory comes in the next over, probably. What is that going to do to the run rate? The net run rate of Aiwan Shahi Royals. Station Eagles already bottom of the points table. But Aiwan Shahi Royals with that run rate, where will that take them? Of course, they will jump up to the first place, beating the Sangtrashwadi strikers, but by how much is a question. Now look at this. Aiwan Shahi Royals currently have, this is still without the victory of this game, 1.9. Already a better run rate compared to Sangtrashwadi strikers. Already. Because Sangtrashwadi have played 4 and won 4, they are on the top of the table. And if Aiwan Shahi Royals win this, it's 4 out of 4 for them. And they will go on top with a big net run rate. It's 7 to get. Right, 6 to get. Can Ajay Gowda finish it at one go? Shows that he can bat. Shows, look at the front foot to the pitch of the ball, pushes it, and Ajay Gowda, you tell him to bat up the order. He bats like number 3. Now Willie Bhai, he's not ready. He's not ready. We were all ready, Willie. Come on. Full toss, is it? No, makes it a half volley. Then just puts it to deep point. Another single. Good. Very good batting display, Ajay Gowda, so you can trust him. If there is a need. Now straight on the ground. Has Willie sent this one out? Yes, he has. Straight to the commentary box. That's it. It's all over. Entertainment says lovely entertainment as well. Thank you so much. And also Willie Bhai gets the orange cap and he celebrates that in style. There you go. I'm just sitting right behind that side screen in the commentary box. It was there. Hit very straight. So once again, convincing victory for the Aiwan Shahi Royals. Outbeaten the Station Eagles in 3 departments. First, the batting, bowling, and then, of course, the fielding as well. Let us have a look at that points table. Very, very quickly. Look at that. 2.72. Biggest run rate for them. The net run rate jumps, leaps and bounces. Aiwan Shahi Royals winning this by 9. We will slip into a short break and we'll get you the post-match presentation as soon as it's ready.
Going to the best now presentation is the President of the Sangtrashwadi refusing faith and calling the work. There was two amazing matches once again. Thank you for your sponsors, the University and Minister Backbone for the continued support. And in the presentation part today, we have failed like the University and the most importantly, the business area, Dr. Sami Padar, Indu, Singapore Hospital, and the University of Penny and also Marcus Professor and also Mr. Shima, the training doctor, has been here and a very close friend, Mr. They don't want to step in and go to the owner, and also the owners of the other programs. This is the business presentation. It's maximum 15 and 16. It's going to be Sunday is maximum 15. Now, everyone is very upstairs. Put on the market certificates. Like the window going by a big margin and put the market certificates. When the base over the ball field, those upstairs. Again, I'll finish something. Guys, once again, put it in this tournament. Let's start 7 to 6 months. That's the first time. The small girls, rolling so much. All thanks to a good fight on the back and pulling the center for the big scoring. And the initial score was stand by 72 and 50 to balance only. Markets with the constant balance only 125. And that's 4 is defended really well. One country more for markets with the case. 15 and 12 balls, 5 changes and positions. Full of center during the captain. And the other more and clear. Again, Dr. Kusma, the captain. We started getting that game a little bit of confidence and 1-6 close for the confidence that gave a lot of confidence for me, and from there we picked it up and we finished it well. Absolutely. Go on, and also we got big success. 16 t-shirt from Philadelphia as well. Coming back. Yeah. Actually, Willow is planning for another kit to the block to take all those pieces in. Willow? You had another kit, I believe. There we go. From the game of the kit. What's that? Thank you for the presence. It's always really wonderful to be around. Willow also, when the team started, the good news to please come up here. Just to find us, please come up here to present. Willow, with what? What do you want now? I'm doing my own stuff. My own stuff. I'm scared as well. He's moved up back to nasty yesterday, but they got him. The KBN star in this season 186 runs in 4 matches, 24 boundaries. English gets in the boundaries and 6 sixes. And this is Matthew Dowry on the date. The top one there in the party in the last 23 season 5. Well, we played a couple of legs as well. Oh, you look struggling for the first 10 games, played with the foreign stop, is it really? The question played some goals today. Obviously, you can see Dargah has facility, keeping low. Some actually popping through to our dash as well. So, just tell me about 10 balls to get started. That's once I get started, then obviously you can go from there. Absolutely, a big surprise. All the papers, when someone is in the country, some of the players fall in the middle of the ground. When you were there, I think you played at home. When you were there, guess who was there in the country? Yes, I guess. Abdullah? No, it's not him. Thank you. Lovely. Tell me something about the track. I suppose it was spinning a lot. You were bouncing the game, the same family. And I started to go down because it's going to be very early. Something like that. I try and drift the ball away from the right hand and turn it in as well. But like I said, pitch was obviously keeping it low. So we're trying to pull that back a little, some keep low, some pop back, and just trying to get that ball away from both. Absolutely. By the time it's like to improve definitely हमारे Gulbarga शरीफ में ऑर्गेनाइज की है और मैं देख रहा हूँ कि यहाँ की इंटरनेशनल गेम से कुछ कम नहीं है और यहाँ के लोगों का एंटरटेनमेंट करने के अलावा यहाँ हमारे प्लेयर्स को एक मौका दे रहा है कि अपने आप को एक बड़े स्टेज पर प्रेजेंट कर सके और मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि हमारे दिनों में यहाँ से एक प्लेयर इंडिया के लिए तैयार होगा